Welcome to the full moon gathering, principles of nature relationships. Anything that matters, anything that matters is here. Anything that will continue to matter in the next several thousand years will continue to be here. Approaching in the distance is the child you were some years ago. See her laughing as she chases a white butterfly. Joy Hajo. Welcome to this full moon gathering. We are just past the full moon now, the Leo full moon, sometimes called the snow moon. And just passing Imbolc here in the northern hemisphere with the tiniest shoots emerging and the rumblings underground over the next few weeks, whilst the season lies at the cusp of autumn once more in the southern hemisphere. So my name is Abby and I am one of the team here at TreeSisters, and it's really my pleasure to welcome you into this sacred circle together once more, a moment to be with each other out of regular time, out of the noise of the world, under the light of the moon. And TreeSisters is a vibrant, living community where environmental advocacy meets deep earth reconnection and gender equity. And for over 10 years now, TreeSisters has been supporting women and communities to restore and reforest. Together, we have supported the planting of over 28 million trees across 19 projects. And just as important as the ecosystems that are being restored on the land are the communities that we support and the reconnection we cultivate between ourselves and each other and all of life. So these calls are offered each month as an opportunity to feel the strength of community, of what that really means in this turbulent world right now. And through this togetherness, we can be galvanized to really feel ignited and take passionate action. So part of our mission at TreeSisters is to reinstate a culture of reciprocity. So we make it as normal to give back as it currently is to extract. And so while these calls are free, if you need them to be, they are also an invitation to give back. And so I'd love to invite everyone here to give back to the trees. And if you're not already a monthly donor, to perhaps consider signing up to become one. I think there might be a link in the chat if you were curious about that. And if you are a monthly donor, we really want to extend our thanks to you and to just let you know how hugely appreciated you are. Your donations are the thing that directly uplifts and enables women and communities to restore their lands and forests. So we have found ourselves at the final call in this series, inspired by the pillars of nature relationships as identified in Rooted in Ethics, offering us this guide to coming into right relationship with life. And this gathering, we're going to be weaving together each of the principles that we have explored in this series: reverence, responsibility, respect, reciprocity, and receptivity. These magical rewords. And I know there are many more, perhaps for another series. And we will gather what we notice into a gift, into a co-created poem offered as our ongoing commitment to right relationship and a gesture of fierce love and resistance in these times. So before I share about what will happen in the call, I would love to hear from some of you about why you've joined the call today, where you are in the world, and yeah, particularly if this is your first time being here. I can see lots of voices in the chat here, so yeah, it would be lovely to read. Bakari in Tanzania, welcome. Sharing a little about your organization, Rising Hope organization. Holly, greetings, full moon and Imbolc blessings in Indianapolis, Indiana. Laura in Colorado. Susan says, is one of the most nourishing things I do for myself. Well done for continuing to make the time to show up and be here, Susan. Good to have you here. Caroline. Oh, sometimes this box moves so fast before your eyes. Regina, I'm in need of your magic weaving our dreams. Good to have you here, Regina. Karen, hello from the South Coast in the UK. That's where I am as well. Very grey South Coast today. Maika from the Netherlands. Maria, greetings from Finland. I love these calls. They bring me peace and invoke my creativity. Beautiful. Yes. I hope they just, yeah, give us a little bit more resource to continue on our path. Selma, warm greetings from Tulum, Mexico. That sounds nice. I will take your warm greetings for sure. Simone joining from Bad Kreuznach, Germany. Probably didn't say that very well, so apologies. Annika living in Sweden and in wintertime saying hi from Gran Canaria. Wow, we're all in some exciting places today. Mayaya, warmer greetings from Tabora, Tanzania. Kira wishing us Imbolc greetings. Some more up here. Juliet in BC, Canada. Nina from frosty Sweden. Vinny from Switzerland. Anybody whose first time it is today, if you haven't said. Anya near Edinburgh. Alison Hungerford, UK. Pam, sending Imbolc blessings as well. Cisa from Frankfurt, Germany. Pat, also on the South Coast. Betty in the US. So we are spanning some places today. And good morning to Tracy in New Zealand. Vinny, supporting TreeSisters for a long time, but for the first time here in a full moon event. Oh, well, welcome, Vinny. I'm glad that the timing worked out and you could make it and join us today. We're in France. Marga, the longing for solidarity through connection with more TreeSisters is bringing me here today. Great. And Rebecca in Gloucestershire, Forest School facilitator who shares these wonderful meditations with our wellbeing group. Beautiful. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, for bringing your voices in. And yeah, it's nice to feel the circle kind of gathering around us. So I'm going to say a little bit more about what's going to happen, particularly if this is your first time on the call today. So in a moment, there will be an invitation to kind of settle into yourself, to find comfort and safety for your body in whatever environment that you're in right now. And then we're going to take a journey together. I'm going to guide us, and at various points, I will give specific invitations for you to come and share what you're noticing in the chat box. And you don't have to contribute in this way if it feels disruptive to your listening process. If you would rather rest and receive, that's absolutely fine. The invitation is to bring just however you're experiencing this journey, waking up through your body. And if you are new to these calls, it is these sharings that come into the chat that form the basis of our co-created community prayer and offering. So your participation, as I said, is really welcome in whatever way feels comfortable to you. So you're welcome to simply rest back, to sit, to move your body, to dance, to sway, anything that helps you to access the felt sensations of your body, and to just be comfortable and to tune in to whatever the unique experience is that you're having. And just as a reminder that you are your priority during this practice together. So that means really taking care of yourself and just really honoring the place that you're in and the unique experience that you're having. So if you do feel agitated or lost at any point, just letting yourself get curious about what's coming up, meeting yourself with as much compassion as you can. And if you need to, simply bring your awareness back to the ground and back to the space that you're in. So let's take a breath together. Liz, I see warm wishes from London. This is your first time here, so welcome. Welcome, welcome. So let's, take this deep breath together. And I want to invite you now to really, as much as is possible in your life, to really intentionally turn away from external distractions, to put the phone somewhere else and really allow yourself, really give yourself to this time that you've carved out, and begin to turn the gold that is your attention inwards now. And just notice how you are in this moment. Notice any physical sensations that are present. How is your heart, your emotional body? Noticing any places of ease or any places of tension and holding. Not trying to change anything that you find, but just really presencing yourself with what is there. And as we land a little more deeply inside ourselves, I'd love to also invite us to feel the multiple layers of invisible holding that are surrounding us. So the moon cycle that we're here and we mark each month, just now past the full moon, just entering waning moon time. And the seasonal cycle, wherever you are. The daily cycle, where you are in your day. And the many cycles we are all embedded in as we share this space. And then beginning to tune in to the very direct holding, your contact with the ground underneath you right now. Noticing how the earth is coming up to meet you, continually offering this unconditional, loving holding, your body to her body to your body, this really simple but profound contact. And just taking a moment to really locate your own center, getting a sense of your roots growing down from that place. As you drop down deeper into the earth through these roots, a sense of your own roots traveling down, exploring the dark fecundity of the soil. Feel how they reach out for the other roots present, as though you are a tree in this forest of companions. Allowing yourself to tune in to this vast ecosystem, this community of us together, leaning into the connection present across geographical distance. Sensing how our wise and magnificent bodies really know how to do this, how to receive the holding of the earth, how to offer our own bodies back, and how to feel connection outside of linear time as we come together to share this practice today. And just taking another breath together. And just considering, what does it mean to you to be in right relationship? Right relationship might be considered a relational field made up of attunement and respect, of care as a fundamental orientation, with deep listening and clear boundaries. Reciprocity is always present. Right relationship as a space of mutual exchange and shared nourishment, where, in the words of Robin Wall Kimmerer, all flourishing is mutual. And so this mutuality, this responsiveness to what is needed, what is offered and what is received, somehow means the natural state of things is harmony. And this is happening all around us. Life knows how to do this. In the forest, in the ocean, on the mountain, and in the desert. And what about us? We are not separate. We are a part of this pulsing life of exchange. We are here embedded in this generative force of life. Feeling how the naturalness of this reciprocity creates balance and harmony. There is an inevitable vitality and sustainability through this mutuality. Care as a foundation. Care for what is now, what is past, and what is still to come in future generations. Can you feel yourself as part of this web of connections, rooted into care? With each breath you take, this reciprocal exchange is happening. What is it like to rest back into this harmonious rhythm with life? And just coming and sharing in the chat. Yeah, what is it like to feel yourself as a part of this web of connections? Noticing by simply breathing, you are already inside of this mutuality, this exchange, this reciprocity. Just noticing anything that emerges in response to that question of what is that like, and bringing your voice if that feels good. And then when you're ready, returning your attention to yourself. And an expansive awareness of tending the needs of a whole system, listening and attuning, feeling for the inherent dignity of all living things. And noticing how, when we do this, it locates us inside of respect. Respect occurs naturally through deep listening, emerging as a principle of balance and attention. Kind of harmonizing every being existing within limits and relational webs. We get to see how respect feeds flourishing, feeds diversity and health. A pattern of acknowledging interconnection, edges, and limits. Reflecting for a moment the places in you that feel respected. How you respect your own living landscape, the vessel of your body. And as you spiral down into deeper reflections with respect, how does it feel? What is the mood and atmosphere of respect as it lives inside of your being? Just notice what comes up, and again, coming and sharing in the chat what is the mood and atmosphere of respect as it lives in your being, in your body. Just bringing your voice in again if you feel to. And then resting back into yourself again. And noticing that the practice of deep listening is a common thread through these principles, supporting right relationship, Where in your life are you listening? In a world with so much noise, could it be that we're just hearing but not listening? Slow down and take a breath. Tune into the deeper layers of information, the deep, true, and real information that arrives through life, not simply the noise of modernity. And as you take another slow, deep inhale, and as you exhale, feeling your awareness settling downward from head to heart to belly to the quiet place inside you that does know how to listen. And where in your body feels like it is the place of deepest listening. Tuning into the receptive vessel of your body, inviting your capacity to open a little more with each breath. Where in your body is feeling this open receptivity, again coming and sharing. And then bringing your attention back once more. And I wonder, can we move through the world open, listening, awake to what is alive? What would it actually mean to increase our receptive capacity? How might it land us deeper into wonder? Bringing our attention to beauty and to the spectacular. And so arriving in the space of reverence, defined as this mix of awe and respect, this recognition of something profound and sacred, a reverent attitude, recognizing inherent worth and dignity, and calling for a humbling of the self in respectful recognition. Just notice your own relationship to this quality, to this attitude. Does it feel familiar? Does it connect to a longing to relate to life in this way? Open, receptive, awe-inspired, woven into the aliveness of all living beings. Take a moment to feel the buzz, the hum, the way life is birthing more life in every moment. And allowing this thrumming of life to awaken a kind of awe in you. What is it like to sink into the miracle of aliveness? So bringing that experience of awe, allowing that to awaken in you, and coming and sharing in the chat, what is that like? Plugging yourself into the hum and the buzz. Bringing your voice in if that feels good. And then coming back. So when we really know this interconnection, when we truly embody and recognize our place in the web of relations as both a self and a cog in the wheel, interconnected, embedded. From here, an ethic of responsibility can grow from this deep knowing of belonging, where we are both part of and with sovereign power and agency. Responsibility arises as a natural choice, can be enacted as devotion. When we remember this embeddedness, responsibility feels natural, clear, honest. We don't have to take on the pressure of everything when we know ourselves as part of a diverse ecosystem. More of a sense of I can do something, I don't need to carry everything. I am not powerless here. I am an integral part of the fabric of reality. Therefore, what is mine to do? And so perhaps it is about our attention over time, the initiatory nature of maturation, staying committed to using our attention well, since we are always responsible for where our attention goes. And so if you feel responsibility as devotion, that living in devotion to the whole is the only real responsibility we have. What does that feel like in your body? Where are you noticing perhaps a willingness to engage with that, perhaps some hesitation? And just coming and sharing how it is to connect to responsibility as devotion. And then just noticing how you're doing. How are these qualities swirling around, existing in your being through this shared exploration today? How are you experiencing right relationship? And just noticing and welcoming any feelings or desires or resistance or anything that is stirring, just companioning them really gently. And as we arrive together in closer contact with a practice of right relationship. Notice what sensations are present. What is something that you feel a desire to commit to practicing, to remain in proximity to right relationship? And again, just trusting what emerges. Just something you feel a desire to commit to practicing. Just letting whatever voice of devotion emerges from you come into the chat. And then softly bringing your attention back to yourself. And feeling this web of care and holding around you. Wherever you find yourself now, allowing this place to become a place of deep rest. So lying down or resting back, deepening your breath. As you draw your attention back into your inner landscape, noticing the weight of your body on the earth once more as you come to a place of rest. Letting the breath settle now. Notice where you are held. And that now there is nothing to do but to simply receive the wonder of your woven words as I share our co-created poem to what it means to be in right relationship. Nature is everything. Maternal instinct, purposeful peace, deep breathing. Listen to buzz friends, bees. Often I am confused and inconsistent about what I am devoted to. Sacred reciprocity, rooted. A musical note, I feel like a blossoming fruit tree, an electric web throbbing as it grows. Rooted, uplifted, reciprocity, heart and belly, my womb, receptive stillness, coherence, coherence, clean, cleansing, centered, a knowing, connection to the ether, soft, cradle rocking, warmth, supportive, strength and harmony at the same time. Strength, warmth, hugged, strength and courage to move forward. Courage to move forward, togetherness, nourishing, deep relief and gratitude. Attunement to the daily callings of the garden to support what is needed for its flourishing. Strong, strong, hugged, nourishing, deep relief and gratitude. Supportive, strength and harmony at the same time, gratitude and safety, soft cradle rocking, soft cradle rocking, blessed, alive, grateful, blessed, thankful, light. I am learning self-care, slowing down, loving attention to this body after some challenges, Walking barefoot on the ground helps. Protection, warmth, supportive protection, warmth in the heart, shimmering edges, all merging, softening syrup-like, shimmering edges. I feel the mycelia between my roots, between all our roots, dissolving separation, connecting and communicating, comforting, alive, grateful, gratitude and safety. Everything speaks to me. Everything speaks to me. Such beautiful words. It takes time to listen and attune, moving from making it a should to a deep desire. Openness, warmth, protection, alive, alive, warm and deep oneness. I'm feeling angry and hurt and saddened by the land grabs across the earth and this recent Patagonia fires as I connect with other living beings. I'm feeling angry and hurt. Body feels alive with healthy food, love, a knowing, connection to the ether. It takes time to listen and attune. It takes time. Body feels alive, centered, and knowing, angry and hurt. A knowing connection to the ether, cleansing, carving out space, silence in spirals of nature within, coherence, coherence, cleansing, love. Love like a calm surface of a lake, power and depth, yet smooth like ice, centered and knowing. Freedom to run wild. Freedom to run wild, kindness, flow, stillness, ease, celebrating peace. Freedom, celebrating peace. I respect and hold sacred the herbs and medicines I take as allies from the wisdom and diversity of nature, providing protection, energy, and coherent alignment with health. Coherent alignment with health, carving out space, freedom to run wild. Run wild. I feel incredible grief. I feel incredible grief. Receptive. Stillness. Attuning to the human body as to the ether. Celebrating peace. Wild. Connecting to my cells. Peace of mind and mental health. Heart and belly, my womb. My cells. Human body. Providing protection, diversity of nature, delicate snowdrops teach me to anchor in presence. Rooted, uplifted, my third eye feels this the most. My third eye feels this the most. My heart listens deeply and is open and aware. My whole body, deepest in my womb space. Crown chakra, receptive stillness, peace of mind. It is in my belly, heart and ribs. Love, truth, connection, shimmering edges, all merging, softening syrup-like. The mycelia between my roots, between all our roots, dissolving separation, everything speaks to me. It takes time to listen and attune. Silence in spirals of nature within, crown chakra, breathing into solar plexus, palms open in gratitude. It is in my belly, heart and ribs, womb space. The wing tips of my shoulder blades, the spaces between my teeth. My left lower quadrant of my belly calls for listening. It wants love and warmth and sound. It wants love and warmth and sound. The wing tips of my shoulder blades, the space between my teeth. womb space. Palms open in gratitude, breathing into solar plexus, my whole body, crown chakra. Womb space. Womb space, deep within my womb, solar plexus. Wonder comes when I see seeds sprouting for the food I'm planting. Boundary of separation, separate nature dissolves. The hollow beneath my heart yearns to hear. All senses are heightened. All senses are heightened. Womb space. Joyful ease of connectivity beyond material experience. Nature is mental and burnout healer. Nature is mental and burnout healer. Boundary of separate nature dissolves. The hollow beneath my heart yearns to hear wondrous beauty, light and free, a light show. A light show, a sense of overflowing abundance. Brief, magical, refreshing, my butterfly wings expanding, feeling my butterfly wings expanding, magical, uplifting, refreshing, a light show, curiosity. Quietly knowing of the old ways, feeling my butterfly wings expanding, uplifting, expanding, uplifting. It is overwhelming to be alive. Sense of overflowing abundance, magical, magical. It's all light, sparkling and emanating all around. Everything is so alive all around me in a dance where I am the dancer. It is overwhelming to be alive. Overflowing abundance. Quietly sure knowing of the old ways, mysterious, love, grief, magical, overwhelming, beautiful, wholesome, magical, restful home. Home. Uplifting, overwhelming. I feel like a blossoming fruit tree, an electric web throbbing as it grows. Or seems veiled, don't quite know. Glad that others will lay the breadcrumbs for me to follow in this weaving. Or seems veiled. It is exciting and scary at the same time. The buzz links me to everyone, every living, wonderful creature on earth, humming, vibration, fizzing as life. I am here, I am safe. Anxiety. I'm here, I am safe. An electric web throbbing as it grows. I feel like a blossoming fruit tree. Anxiety. That's the nature of my heart. Overwhelming, beautiful acceptance of my place in nature. A musical note, joyful. I thrive and feel connected to this web of life, sacred reciprocity. Shoulders drop back and my heart has more spaciousness. It feels lighter. A musical note, rooted, maternal instinct. I feel part of a magical mandala. Magical mandala. Often I am confused and inconsistent about what I am devoted to. Energy that shines through my skin. Calm happiness, knowing I'm doing what I can, purposeful, beautiful, authentic. Yes, responsibility, authentic devotion. There is no separation. Right relationship is partnership. Right relationship is partnership, peace, deep breathing, trembling heart stillness, support nature. Be very mindful with resources, singing, chanting with love and light, quiet and rest, being attentive, listening, being attentive, love of the land, honoring plant lives, feeling compassion for all beings, daily meditation and awareness of nature on my walks, quiet and rest, being attentive, love of the land, attention to beauty, to beauty. Protect waters in seas, in lakes, rivers, rain, earth. Honoring the sacredness of all life, including my own. Of all life, including my own. Sacredness, attention to beauty, creative soul song threading through physical body and magnified by energetic vibration, expanding inward and outward. Working well with nature. Working well with nature, there is a common shielding as we share the streams of light, tendrils like a growing plant of love. Tendrils like a growing plant of love. My personal morning attending before the garden and chores call for attention. This is good for all when I strengthen my devotion to this. This is good for all. Nature is everything. To tread softly, spaciousness, attention to beauty, holding and held. We depend on nature. We depend on nature. Change is possible. It sounds so simple. It's not so complicated. There is here responsibility, love, love, connection, courage, love, love, butterfly wings, light wings to tread softly, tendrils like a growing plant of love, working well with nature, softly, grief, listening, compassion, reciprocity. I thrive and feel connected to this web of life. It feels lighter, beautiful, magical, home, mysterious, grief, wonder, curiosity, anxiety, solar plexus, overwhelming, palms open in gratitude. My whole body, peace. I feel incredible grief, kindness, run wild, power and depth, wild, human body, mind, anchor, presence, protection, safe, belly, heart, ribs, crown, womb space, solar plexus, all senses are heightened. Part of a magical mandala, rooted deep, listening, attention to beauty, nature, tears of gratitude. The more we love the nature will love us too. Courage, love, love, butterfly wings, streams of light, tendrils like a growing plant of love, holding, held, beauty, safe, peace. So as you're resting, just beginning to awaken your body to return to this current time and space. Maybe taking a yawn or a stretch. Feeling again the support of the ground. Maybe taking some water. And just reflecting on how it was to hear your words woven in amongst others and the experience of the poem, the prayer, the offering as a whole. And just as a way to kind of land and integrate together, I want to just invite you to come back into the chat and just share anything about where you're at now, anything that needs to be spoken to kind of land and integrate the experience together. Becca says, it's so powerful, thank you. Really an amazing poem we created. Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one today. In awe and gratitude. Such wise words we share, yes, always, always. Yeah, they are very, very magical poems. Such incredible imagery today. Linda, uplifting and nourishing the spirit. Cara Maria, beautiful grounding to carry us through the remaining day. Yes, I hope it does that very well. Pam, thank you to everyone for your beautiful words. You've restored my hope in humanity. Yes, we need that right now. Thank you, Pam. Jocelyn, thank you all. With love. Yeah, thank you, everyone. We can do it together. We can. Tracy says, I feel the sisterhood and part of the global grove, supporting each other. Thank you, rooted strongly to go forward with love. Alison says, feeling dissolved. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Ingrid, feeling tender with the beautiful words. Yeah, some real tenderness in there. Yeah, thank you, everyone. It's really so important to come together in these ways and to reconnect to possibility and hope and beauty, and to feel empowered again to continue. And so, yeah, I would love to invite you to spend some time considering where you are in right relationship and where that's feeling really good and healthy, and maybe which skills you would like to bring some more attention to, and yeah, how to play more and bring increasing amounts of love to the way you move through the world. So seeing right relationship as an act of resistance, slowing down, plugging into the miracle that is everything, and yeah, just see how it is to experience life from this place, lit up with gratitude. So yeah, thanks so much, and thank you to Ria for her support today, for holding the connection steady and the beautiful image. And yeah, thank you to the new people who haven't been before joining us today. Yes, these calls are recorded and they will be on, they're on our website, and they're also on the TreeSisters YouTube channel. So you can go back and listen again, have a more immersive experience, and you can listen to the other calls from this series as well. And I'd love if you're able to join me again in March, when we will begin a new series of gatherings, taking a deeper dive into the seasonal cycle of the year. So celebrating change and growing intimate with the true nature of each of these spaces as they live both within us and lovingly enfold us into life. So I look forward to diving deeper and exploring next month. Sending you full moon blessings, and yeah, go well with what is yours to do. See you next time.